Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
And good morning. It's 7 o'clock right now. It's a chilly start to the day. Widespread frost is expected across East Tennessee as temperatures have dipped down into the low to mid 30s. Live look there at 40 in Weisgarber. Traffic is running smoothly here this morning. Fog's not a major player, but we do have some steam fog showing up on the lakes here this morning. And did you see the live view from Union County here to get the day started? Nice shot of the Hunter's Moon. We're going to be talking much more about that coming up here in just a few minutes as the kids head home from school, though. Temperatures will be a little bit warmer than yesterday. We'll be in the upper 50s. That's a live look there in Union County here this morning. And again, that's from the Union County Courthouse and the nice view of the setting moon, the setting Hunter's Moon. It's a full moon, by the way. It's a super moon. And it's super awesome because today is Friday Eve. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. How's everyone doing this morning? Did you capture the comet last night as well? I'll share some photos. Julie, I know, did. Ben Mooney did. And a lot of folks on social media did as well, along with the moon. But check out the moon because the moon's going to be setting at 7:51 this morning. And so you'll be able to capture a great view of the moon as well. So let's go ahead and talk about that because well, let's see. First things first, let's go back to here. Oh, wait a second here. Where'd my camera go? Well, let's get this back on here for you. How about that? That might make a little bit more sense if there we go. There we go. All right, here we go. So we've got a great shot of the moon last night. Look at the airplane flying in front of the moon. Katrina Kitts passed this one along to me from Halls, Tennessee, and a beautiful one indeed. We are talking about the full moon, and so it is a Hunter's Moon. It officially is a full moon at 7:51 this morning as it sets in the western sky. They call it the Hunter's Moon because the leaves start falling and the deer are fattened up and ready for the winter season. So guess what? It is time to hunt. And so that's why they call it the Hunter's Moon. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and talk about the forecast for the day today. We're talking temperatures on the chilly side. We do have some patchy dense fog around the area this morning. Not a lot of fog to show up here this morning, but again, could run into a little bit thicker fog up towards Union and also northern, northeastern Knox County up towards Claiborne County as well. Look at these temperatures, though. It's cold. Crossville's down to 28 degrees. A hard freeze here this morning. 33 in Jefferson County, 35 in Blount County, and 37 in Chattanooga, and Cleveland's down to about 32. So most of our temperatures are trending colder this morning, but if you remember from yesterday, we actually had a little bit warmer weather in some areas around the area as well. Good morning, Katrina. We got Katrina on here. Good morning, Kimberly. And Aaron's joining us this morning as well. So good morning to you, ladies. I've got some men on here. Do we? No men showing up. Oh, we got Chris. Chris and Tom. What's up, Chris and Tom? Good morning, y'all. All right, so temperatures are trending a little bit colder this morning than what we were yesterday. Yeah, I just let the dogs out. I helped the kids get ready for school. And it's cold. It'll cut right through you. Yesterday, we made it to 57 degrees in Knoxville after a morning low of 41. So, again, we're colder this morning. Crossville was down to 33 yesterday morning, but only topped out at 53. And this morning, again, Crossville's in the upper 20s. High pressure is the name of the game. I call this the big blue bubble of no trouble because nothing's going to be happening thanks to high pressure bringing us sinking air. High pressure, remember, means happy weather, typically, and low pressure is lousy weather. And so with high pressure being the dominating weather feature, we are going to stay rain-free, not just through the next 7 days, which most of the rain is going to be out across the West Coast where the trough is located. But that trough doesn't head our way. Actually, the ridge continues to reinforce itself and strengthen here as we get into the weekend and the start of next week. So when you look at our precipitation outlook all the way through the end of the month, we are going to be trending below average. However, notice that green's starting to show up. Some of the models indicating that there is a cold front closer to the 24th to about the 28th time frame, and that may bring us some rain showers, but at this point of the game, it does not paint a very rainy picture. So we're going to stay relatively dry over the next several couple weeks anyway. So today, all day sunshine, slightly warmer weather this afternoon. High pressure is going to bring us warmer weather into the weekend. If you're heading off to the football game, I've got that forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. But above and beyond that, looks like we're going to continue to stay above average. All right. So temperatures as you step outside this morning, again, 28 degrees in Crossville, 37 Knoxville, 35 in Cott County. Widespread frost. Remember, I said yesterday, and I'll say it again today, just so everyone's aware, But the National Weather Service is not issuing frost advisories or freeze warnings outside of May 1st through September 30th. So, of course, we're past that in the growing season. So no frost or freeze programs here in town. However, not the case around surrounding areas. So Kentucky does still issue those over into Virginia, West Virginia. So again, you'll still see those on the map, but here in East Tennessee and across the state, they will not be issuing those. By lunchtime, we're going to be in the low 50s, and our goal today is going to be back into the 60s. So a little bit warmer, but still below average. Average highs for this time of year are in the low to mid 70s. Once the sun sets here tonight, it is going to be quite chilly, down to 59 by 6, but then 48 degrees by 10 o'clock. Those temps fall off pretty quickly overnight tonight as well. But those lows will gradually come up through the upcoming weekend. As I said, that big blue bubble of no trouble, high pressure, is going to continue to dominate the weather pattern. Our trough moves on out. The trough across the west coast kind of gets cut off as a cutoff low. Down across the four corners, bringing unsettled weather there, but temperatures gradually warm as our jet stream retreats back to Canada. See you later. Go back to Canada. We don't want you anymore. All right, so that's going to allow our temperatures to warm from the low 60s today to the mid to upper 70s as we get through the weekend and the start of next week. So nice warming trend there. That's going to feel great, and it doesn't stop there. It looks like we may be trending above average through the latter part of the month per the Climate Prediction Center. So when you look at your 7-day forecast, again, I don't know why that's not showing up. Let's get that back on here for you. I had a little glitch. We changed a couple things in the studio yesterday, so I'm having to rechange those. I apologize. All right, here we go. So there's your 7-day forecast, and again, we will continue to see those temperatures warm. Chattanooga is obviously one of the warmer spots across the Southern Valley. Actually could have temperatures in the low 80s as we get into next week, which would be really nice to see. I guess if you're not a huge fan of the cooler temperatures. All right, who's heading off to the football game? Anybody doing some tailgating this weekend? Hopefully you are. We've got a packed weekend. My mom comes into town, but I'm going to be doing the pie eating contest on Saturday at the what's that street? Washington Pike, Washington. I guess it's Washington Presbyterian Church on Saturday. But then we're going to try to go off to do some tailgating before we go off and pick up mom. So it's going to be a gorgeous, perfect football weather on the way. Temperatures will be in the 70s. Hey, quick check of the tropics, by the way. Not to scare you. Nothing's going to hit the U.S. mainlands, but the National Hurricane Center has a 20 and 30% chance on some disturbances down into the Caribbean, Southern Caribbean, and also the Atlantic Ocean. But per the model guidance, doesn't look like it's going to add up to a whole lot. And no, it's not going to hit the U.S. mainland. So have you downloaded the East Tennessee Weather app, have you? You know the name. You know the same. It's the same song and dance, but there's people that join us every day. So if you don't have the app, download it, eastTNweather.com. I've got links for Android and iPhone right there at the top of my website at eastTNweather.com. All right, so it's Friday Eve. It's got a nice little ring to it, doesn't it? Feels pretty good. I had a chance yesterday after the show. I told you I was going to the Knoxville Chamber of Commerce. Went to that meeting yesterday, so we're going to be joining. East Tennessee Weather is going to be joining the Knoxville Chamber, which is going to be great. A lot of good stuff there, a lot of good business owners, and a great platform for entrepreneurs and local businesses as well. So we're going to be joining that. Also going to be joining the Sevier County Chamber of Commerce. So lots of stuff going on. Buck had a great photo last night that he sent me. Great shot of the moon. And again, the comet. Let's go ahead and see if we had any good comet photos uploaded through Witcher's Pictures. Let's see if we have that. And we got some great shots of the moon. So here's a cool shot of the moon from last night. Look at that one. That's called Behind the Lens. That one's from Elaine Ombre. She does amazing photos. We also had another great shot from Dave McKinney. Dave McKinney showing us the awesome comet. The kids and I went outside and we tried to watch it, but we were unsuccessful. We were unsuccessful. So. And I did get some photos online as well. Like, we saw the comet. Well, I zoomed in, and, it was not a comet. It was the airplane that was flying through the sky at that point of the game. Because the comet actually puts that little tail. See that little tail? That's what the comet's going to do. This one was sent in by Irene Sharp from Lenoir City and right around Fort Loudon. We also had another good one coming in. Let's see if we can't get another one up there for you. Sometimes some folks post multiples at the same time. Here's another great shot of the comet. That's a cool one right there. This one is from That's from Julie. So good job, Julie. And Julie's a Witcher weather watcher. Ooh, here's a cool sunset. How about this one? If we didn't have the power lines in East Tennessee, it would even be better. But of course, all of our power lines are above ground. That was Sandra Smith this morning. Sandra joins us on the program every morning. So great view there. And here's another shot of the moon. Just cruising through Witcher's pictures. How about that little moon shot? That one was sent in from Aaron. Aaron's on here this morning. Aaron, yay! Thanks so much for all of you who have been sharing photos through the Witcher's Pictures link using the East Tennessee Weather app. And how about Mara Brock? The Brock family took your recommendations and is glamping at Little Arrow. Jocelyn absolutely loves it. So here's a picture of Jocelyn camping at Little Arrow. Great. And those are the greatest. Let me zoom out here. These are awesome little glamping. It's a great glamping. I've told you before, and you've seen me broadcast from Little Arrow, but great glamping area. So I'm so glad that they were able to get out and do that. And we had a cool shot coming in from Powell. This was from yesterday morning. I love those kind of clouds. Look at that shot right there. That one was sent in by Lucy Heck. So big shout out to everybody posting photos to the Witcher's Pictures link. I do appreciate it. It's nice to be able to share some photos with all of you, of course. Let's see if I can get all these off the screen now. They just populate on the screen. So there we go. And one more. Oh, no, another one. There we are. Hey, there we go. I was out washing my car yesterday. Ew, I was cold. It was chilly. It's chilly out there this morning. There we go. Bobby McFarland. Don't worry, just be happy. Right, Buck? Katrina loves the song. That song's going to be stuck in my head all day long. Thanks a lot, Buck. Katrina's listening. Headed to work. Drive safe. Keep your eyes on the road, Katrina. Don't get pulled over. Can you get back to the 70s? Are we talking about the era or are we talking about the temperatures? What are we talking about, Krista? We'll get back to the 70s here. It's going to be really a nice weekend. I'm working on yarn today for shows this weekend, says Felicia. And can I get the medieval ages back? You can have that back. I'm not those times. Good morning, Jorge. How are you this morning? We're almost to the weekend, my friend. Anybody going to the football game? Jerry, I'll get your sweatshirt out today. So look for Jerry ordered a sweatshirt. Look for a one-time payment link. I did send some merch out without receiving payment yesterday. So if you're on this platform and you never paid and you get merch, just reach out to me. It's the trust system. So if you get your merch, just reach back out and say, "Hey, bro, I didn't pay." Oh yeah, you didn't pay. What's my favorite kind of pie? Strawberry rhubarb. Great question this morning. Strawberry rhubarb is my favorite kind of pie. Although I do like blueberry pie, I do like apple pie as well. No, they never turn out as great. But if you have an iPhone, there's a way to turn on all high-quality platforms of the iPhone to really open it up a little bit more. And also, if you pull the iris way down on your cell phone and then let the cell phone do night vision where it keeps the iris open a little bit longer. So you iris down and then let it stay open a little bit longer. They actually turn out way better. Actually, I did that last night. And let's see if I can share a couple with you because that will kind of explain what I'm talking about. But so here's me taking it without the iris shut down. And then here's me taking it with the iris shut down. So you'll be able to see that here in a second. So here's without the iris, just holding the phone up there and taking a photo of it. So, where'd you go any further? We'll just have to do this. So there's the shot, right? With the iris, just take my camera and pointing it at the sky. But if you actually do what you're supposed to do and turn it into night mode, that's the shot I ended up getting. It wasn't that dark out necessarily, but it really helped the moon pop. I mean, look at the difference between those two. So cool stuff there. Boop, boop, boop. Get out of there. Well, there we go. Anyways, just kind of little tips and tricks if you're trying to take nighttime photos. The phones do have some night options. Anyways, good morning, Darla. How are you this morning? It's 34 degrees and chilly in Jacksboro. Looking forward to a beautiful sunny day. How about you? It is chilly here. We're in the 30s. I'm doing great this morning. Thanks for asking. And all of you say good morning to everybody else around the platform, but nobody asked me how I'm doing. That's because I'm an open book and I tell you everything that's going on in my life, right? What else has happened? I guess that's it. Did you see the picture on merch? I sent about 14 or 15 merch items yesterday, so that was a lot of fun. All right, let's take you back outside and show you a view of the moon setting there in Union County in Maynardville. That's a live look in Union County. But guess what time it is, my friends? It is time to dance. Yesterday was my brother's birthday. I told you that. And we forgot to call him last night. Whoopsies. Anyways, here's today's holidays. It is October 17th. It's the Hunter's Moon. It's also birthdays and events that we celebrate today. So if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Get to know your customers' day. Tell me something about you that you don't mind putting on the platform. I'll read it out loud on the show. Tell me something about you. Tell me something unique about you. Tell me something unique about you. You've already asked me that, Kimberly. It's Steven with a PH. That's my dad's first name. It's Michael Stephen Witcher. Each one of my names, by the way, has 7 letters in it. Isn't that crazy? All right. So it's get to know your customers day. Give me something. Give me some ammo here. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. It's National Edge Day. I have no idea what that is. Do you know what that is? National Edge Day. Cool hair, bro. National Edge Day on October 17th promotes a movement of youth refraining from using alcohol, tobacco, and other recreational drugs. Perfect. We just get those cigarettes out of kids' mouths. They're terrible. Nicotine's awful. All right, Black Poetry Day. Great big shout out to Black Poetry Day. It's National Mulligan Day. Lee, I'm talking to you, my friend. Do you ever take a mulligan? It's National Pasta Day. All right. My wife's probably favorite day besides April 16th. All right. National Get Smart About Credit Day. I'm going to give a big shout out to that. I think that is one thing that we don't learn enough as children, whether it be elementary, middle, high school, or even college. I feel like we don't know enough. Unless you take finance classes, we just don't know enough about finances, which get to know your credit score, get to know all things credit. Do you know the sad part about this is when my wife and I first got married, I owned a house. Let's see, she needed a car and we were looking at trying to move. Well, in order to do that, guess what? You have to have credit. And in order to have credit, you have to have a credit card and or have owned something on credit. That's the only way we can purchase things in this world unless you pay cash, which I think is insane. Absolutely insane that they say, okay, you need a credit card, you need debt to have credit to be able to get yourself in more debt. And now you look at credit card debt in our country and it is off the charts. Off the charts for sure. Along with student loan debt, right? Terrible stuff right there. Although student loans are great for a certain thing, but I don't know. I'll leave it right there. All right. What did you... Oh, Krista says she can touch your nose with your tongue. I cannot. Can anybody wiggle their ears? Craig says 32 in Deer Lodge. Ooh, good morning. So Kimberly, Krista can touch her nose with her tongue. Julie, this is a good one. Julie's the only woman at East Tennessee Steel where she works, and she's in sales there. So that's pretty interesting. Aaron says, I've had open heart surgery 3 times, all before I was 3 years old. Whoa. Aaron, that's crazy. Hey, oops, that's not the right one. You're with us today. That is amazing. Holy cow, did you have a hole in your heart? My nephew has also had open heart surgery 3 to 8 times, I think, since he said before he was like the age of 3 as well. It is on a pacemaker that keeps him alive full time. If his pacemaker goes out, the young man will not live, which is crazy to me to think the technology that we have and how far along we've come. But man, I tell you what, thanks for sharing that with me this morning, Aaron, and everybody. Your husband says you're the best woman he's ever known. Well, I'm sure that's probably true there, Betty. Probably true for sure. Kimberly, I'm the only kid my parents had to tell the truth. I'm the only kid my parents had to tell the truth. Oh, here we go. Seth Dunaway. Big shout out to Seth. Tomorrow is National Wear Pink Day. Help support our ladies fighting cancer. So with that said, since that's tomorrow and tomorrow is Friday, I guess we're going to have to postpone the orange suit for Saturday, which I've talked about on the platform anyway, saying, I used to wear the suit on Fridays because I didn't work Saturday or Sunday. And of course, being game day on Saturday. So maybe I'll switch the orange suit to actual game day. It seems to be a little bit more appropriate, wouldn't you say? So therefore, wear your pink tomorrow. I want you to wear your pink, and I want you to share photos with me so we can share everybody wearing pink. And remember that I am raising money still. We're still doing this. I am raising money for the American Cancer Society for Breast Cancer Research and Awareness here in East Tennessee. I do have a link on my app at the very bottom, so you can go click on that link if you've not donated yet. But again, we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Here we go. Felicia says, my girls all have environmental names. Opal, which is fire. We've got Rain. I like that name, which is water, of course. And Terra, which is earth. Those are really cool names. I love that, Felicia. Way to play those names into, and I love the name Rain. That's great. I like the way you spelled it anyways. You didn't Raine, which is really cool. Let's see. Something unique about me is my ex-husband will never find another wife as beautiful as me. I mean, you're still bashing him from the other day when it was like a grouchy day, and you're all talking about your husbands and your exes. Your pulmonary valve was closed. That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're with us, Aaron, and I'm sure your boyfriend is as well. You want me to wear the orange suit with a pink shirt? I'll try it, Seth. I will try it. We'll see what it looks like. See ya, Tom. Have a great day at work, my friend. See ya. It is 7:23, by the way, and we have about wrapped things up here this morning. We'll check in on those T-Dot SmartWay cameras one more time. Make sure there's no accidents for those of you who may be traveling out and about this morning as Tom is getting ready to hit the road. So we are currently accident-free. And a live look there. Some of the areas that we get bogged down would be in West Knoxville, Walker Springs, and Interstate 40, but traffic is running smoothly so far here this morning. Man, it is going to be a nice afternoon. A great day to get out and enjoy. Take a nice little walk around the neighborhood. Maybe take a nice little walk around the office building if you have to head off to work. Tomorrow's Friday, my friends, and it's going to be a fantastic Friday. We're looking at some gorgeous weather to set up shop and head our way for the upcoming weekend, which is going to be amazing. And we're also going to continue to see those temperatures warm. Of course, if you missed any of the forecast at the very beginning at 7 o'clock, I will run you back through the forecast from yours truly with the East Tennessee 24-hour weather channel, which of course is available on YouTube. Go smash and subscribe that YouTube button. On Roku TV, Amazon Fire, also the website eastTNweather.com. And download the East Tennessee Weather app. You can get all that information right there at your fingertips. It's clean, simple, efficient, and 100% free. And the platform is growing every single day because of you. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. You all have a great day. We'll see you back here on Friday. What's it going to be? Orange suit, pink shirt? What are we doing? I don't know. Tune in. By the way, do you see my pumpkin back there? Oh, East Tennessee weather pumpkin. How about that? Ah. All right, my friends. Have a great day. Grab the sunglasses and the jackets. See you back here for Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning.
From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good morning. Have a great Thursday, everybody. It was a chilly day yesterday. Temperatures were trending well below average. We got a cool shot of the moon, and you can see it as well this morning at 7:51. Talk more about that coming up here in just a few minutes. First things first, let's talk about the almanac data from yesterday. We made it to 57 degrees in Knoxville, 53 in Crossville, 61 Chattanooga, and 54 in the Tri-Cities. How about the Hunter's Moon? Did you see that last night? If you were checking out the comet, hopefully you saw that. It was gorgeous. Well, it's actually happening at 7:51 as it sets in the western sky. And the reason why we call it the Hunter's Moon is, well, the leaves have fallen and the deer is fattened up and it's, well, time to hunt, of course. So that's exactly why it's called the Hunter's Moon. And I want you to share your photos with me. I have posted this on social media. So we sure hope you have a great day. All right, high pressure is the name of the game, and that's going to stick with us through the rest of the week into the upcoming weekend and really above and beyond that. So really a nice weather pattern is on the way. Unfortunately, it keeps us rain-free. And I know some of you have been saying on social media, we need the rain. And I know we do. It's terrible to talk about considering what's happened to our neighbors. They don't want to see a drop of rain, but we need them rain. And the U.S. Drought Monitor comes out here this morning. So we're rain-free thanks to that big bubble of no trouble. We're talking high pressure across the southeastern and the eastern U.S., likely to be trending on the drier side all the way through maybe the 23rd through the 27th. There are some signs of another boundary heading our way, but unfortunately, it just doesn't look like it's going to produce a whole lot of precipitation. So expect a lot of sunshine, slightly warmer weather today and through the upcoming weekend. Beyond that, yeah, even warmer weather is on the way. So this morning, bundle up. We need the jackets and the sweatshirts, that's for sure. Temperatures have dropped down into the 30s. Areas of frost will be forming. Widespread frost expected across the area as we get closer to the sunrise hour, and then, of course, it will melt away. But remember, the National Weather Service is not issuing frost advisories or freeze warnings outside of the window of May 1st through September 30th. But we will have widespread frost across the area. So we start off with temps in the 30s. By lunchtime, we'll climb into the low 50s. Not bad, but still on the cool side. And a little bit warmer today with forecast high temperatures in the low to mid 60s. Once the sun goes down, temperatures drop pretty quickly. Check out the moon rising in the eastern sky as we get into the 8 o'clock hour here tonight. Should be amazing, but we're down to 53 degrees. Here's that big ridge of high pressure. Our trough is kicking its way on out. Another trough across the west coast, but that trough across the west coast does not head our way. High pressure is going to be dominating the weather pattern all the way through the upcoming weekend. And so therefore, temperatures reflect that. 62 today, upper 60s on Friday, and the low, mid, and upper 70s through the weekend and the start of next week. And that trend may continue through the latter part of the month, so we may be trending above average. Here's your 7-day forecast. Again, all of us are on the cooler side and well below average throughout the day today and tomorrow, but more seasonable weather for the upcoming weekend. And then above average weather is expected next week. Hey, by the way, speaking of the weekend, if you're heading off to the football game, for any early morning tailgaters, we're at 55 degrees at 10. As we get closer to kickoff, we'll be in the low 70s under partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. And here's a quick check of the tropics. Anybody traveling, no major issues to U.S. mainland. 20 to 30% chance of these becoming a tropical system. But again, it does not look like they will affect the U.S. mainland whatsoever. So check it on the local forecast, national forecast, whatever it may be with the East Tennessee Weather app. The app travels wherever you go, and it is 100% free. It's clean, it's efficient, it's easy to use. Check it out. eastTNweather. This is weather when you want it. Have a great day.